How would you like to wake up surrounded by natural beauty and amazing views that you can change whenever you want? Those are just some of the many benefits of owning a modern, luxury houseboat. Not convinced? Try taking a look at some of the options available in this video. You're watching the Interesting and Creative Designs channel. Here are fantastic houseboats and floating homes we think you'll enjoy. First up is the crossover houseboat, with the name referring to a crossover between a luxury yacht and a traditional houseboat. It includes some of the best features from both, as well as some more unique and innovative ideas. The 49-foot long, 15-foot wide home is made from low-maintenance yet durable, long-lasting fiberglass. It was designed as an ideal space for families and friends, with each inch of space made for maximum comfort and functionality. Big windows and a high ceiling make for a bright, spacious living area. The kitchen has a breakfast bar, full-size fridge, and even a dishwasher. If you're worried about storage space, don't be. There are several large storage boxes built in under the floor. They measure around 25 cubic feet each and are easily accessible. You'll also find a bathtub tucked away under the bathroom floorboards, so you can have a nice warm soak inside if the water outside is too cold. There are plenty of sleeping arrangements, including bunk beds and a master bedroom. Or you can lie down on the upper deck out in the open if the weather's nice. There's an outdoor galley with a sink, grill, and a fridge, plus enough seats for up to 14 people, and 4 more on the sun pads, which is perfect for parties and get-togethers. There's an optional roof fixture for times when the sun isn't shining as well. When you want to relax and enjoy the view, the seating area at the rear of the houseboat can be adjusted, allowing you to look out and watch nature pass you by. The crossover is powered by a single diesel engine and can glide through the water at speeds up to 12 knots. Up next is the Acaracat. Half caravan, half catamaran, this unique design was the brainchild of the company founder's daughter. She had the bright idea of making a catamaran that could be transported on land, thus eradicating the need for a marina and offering endless possibilities for adventure and discovery. Acaracat delivers a complete array of home-like conveniences, encompassing a modern living area, a kitchen, sleeping quarters, a balcony, and plenty of advanced technology. This allows for quiet, comfortable travel while providing high-end gadgets and navigation tools that will help keep you safe and well-fed while out on the water. With a range of customizable options available, you can tailor the Acaracat to your chosen lifestyle, ensuring you have a great day and a good night's sleep wherever you are. Of course, the most appealing aspect is the lack of limitations or a permanent address, so you can take off and change the view whenever you want. Whether you choose to lounge around in the sun or go for a stroll around the deck, well, that's up to you. Next up, we have this beautiful houseboat design from Germany. Made to house up to 4 people, the living quarters cover an area of 22 square meters. There are plenty of areas to sit, either out on the deck or inside, where you'll also find ample storage space. The furniture is sturdy yet functional, and you get a TV plus Wi-Fi connection. There's a kitchen area, complete with fridge and cooking facilities. And when it's time to get some rest, you have multiple sleeping areas to choose from. These include a double bed and 2 single beds. What's more, you can literally raise the roof of this houseboat to create some extra room. And on top, you have your very own garden space, perfect for sunbathing or stargazing. If you get bored of one location, simply turn on the engine and head somewhere new. This mobile abode is currently available to rent for around 220 euros per day, or 1,500 euros per week. That's about 270 or 1,800 US dollars respectively. Prices vary depending on the time of year you decide to book. But to make the most of this amazing houseboat and its rooftop garden, surely the summer months are when it's really worth having. The legendary houseboat by status that really leaves behind any house on land, starting with the driver's seat, which already looks comfortable enough that the driver can spend all their time here. In total, this houseboat has about 4 large bedrooms. And since it's the deluxe model, it's all perfectly furnished. Moreover, it's the maximum size that's legally allowed on the water, so you best believe it's big enough to fit all your stuff. The master bedroom has beautiful cabinets that go along with the rest of the boat, and the bathroom has mosaic tiling that makes it seem like it's a regular fancy house. If you thought that was it, you'd be very wrong. On the upper floor, there's a little deck where the sun falls just right, and it also has multiple seating areas to accommodate any guests you might want to have over for your houseboat warming party. Let's not forget the full-size kitchen with marble shelves, a fully functional fridge, and an oven. As for the water system, it actually comes from the body of water it's floating on. However, it's filtered before it reaches the taps. Basically, this is like any other house, except you will always have the best view out of your windows. Up next is coming into view is the MX4 houseboat, built by a Polish company called Moat Manufacture. Advertised as a super houseboat, the MX4 is a modern recreational vessel and the culmination of years of collaboration between Dutch, German, and Polish architects. Measuring just over 13 meters in length, this floating home includes a living area space of 30 square meters and can sleep between 2 to 6 people. A sun deck measuring 16 square meters is the best place to take in open air and from where the captain steers his or her vessel. Solar panels capture and provide green energy, making the MX4 100% electric, energy efficient, and environmentally sensitive. The interior makes use of natural light with big windows, resulting in a bright, inviting space. Meanwhile, handcrafted furniture and traditional craftsmanship give the home an air of style and elegance. There's also a fair amount of modern technology on board, so you can easily control the indoor environment and truly make this floating home your own. Everything, such as the lighting, heating, and air quality, can be altered to keep you warm and cozy, even if the weather outside is disagreeable. The MX4 is available as a dynamic model with a fully adapted propulsion system that lets you take off and move your home whenever you like. Or you can opt for a static version for long stationing if you like where you are and prefer to stay put. Either way, with all the mod cons and advanced tech on board, wherever your houseboat ends up, I'm sure you'll feel right at home. Up next is the Escape 2 790 from Boat A Home. It was built in celebration of the Australian company's 10th anniversary and was made with lots of style and creativity. The elegant interior has ample storage space with overhead lockers and cabinets. The kitchen comes fully equipped with a sink, stove, microwave, and fridge. A sizable bench converts into a double bed where you can lay back and watch the 24-inch TV. Meanwhile, the dining area is adjustable and transforms into a single bed or another day lounge. The bathroom is cozy and has everything you need, including a sink and a shower. Going upstairs to the sun deck, you can catch some rays out in the open or put up a folding canopy for outdoor coverage. There's a retractable awning on the side of the houseboat too, for some extra shade when you fancy taking an afternoon dip, or when you park up and fancy sitting outside. Solar panels help keep your batteries topped up and make the Escape 2 fully self-sufficient. And if you don't believe me, you can monitor the energy levels yourself from the lounge area. An adjustable cockpit and driving system means the captain stays comfortable as well as the passengers on board. The captain will also have access to independently controlled twin engines, meaning a good amount of speed and maneuverability. On the rear deck, you'll find some more storage areas for chairs, toolboxes, or perhaps some bait boxes for a spot of fishing. Gates are on both sides, making getting on or off of this houseboat a lot easier. But then again, why would you ever want to get off? Now, if you've ever fancied having your own lair far away from the hustle and bustle of city life and want to be surrounded by nothing but serene ocean waters, the Seapod floating house could be the dwelling for you. Ocean Builders is a company that focuses on innovative solutions for living on the water, particularly in the form of seasteads. These floating structures are designed to be independent and could one day form self-sustaining communities or serve as luxury holiday homes. They will incorporate sustainable technology for energy generation, waste management, and more. So all you have to worry about is how to relax and entertain yourself. Imagine the peaceful views day and night as your home away from home floats majestically above the waves. The Seapod offers superior comfort and stability due to its pioneering design, which has already been proven in international waters. Feel the sun and the sea breeze as you wake up in the morning. Or how about going for a dip and saying hello to the local sea life? Seapods offer a unique lifestyle that might not be for everyone, but we're certainly excited about their potential in the near future. Up next, off the coast of Dubai is where you're likely to find one of these magnificent floating seahorses. Touted as the world's first luxury underwater villa, these floating homes offer underwater bedrooms with marine life views, in addition to a sun deck with jacuzzi and outdoor dining area. They also dwarf our previous entry in terms of size, providing over 4,000 square feet. almost 372 square meters of living space. Its creators described these homes as the epitome of timeless design and craftsmanship, spread across 3 levels, including a spectacular underwater floor. In addition to the underwater experience, other unique state-of-the-art features include high-tech lighting and climate control, even in outdoor areas. Being a perfect combination of both engineering and imagination, you can bet that the price tag for one of these homes is astonishingly high. We're not sure exactly how much it is, as prices are only available upon request, though that in itself tells you that these living quarters are only for the high rollers. Next up, we have the ultimate houseboat by Isucha Moama, which is actually a luxury houseboat. Let's be honest, with 5 bedrooms, each with a king-sized bed and LCD TV, would you ever need to leave this place? The best part is that the beds can be split into 2 full-size single beds, so that they can accommodate more people or couples and families of all sizes. Sure, you're on the water, but no luxury houseboat is complete without a jacuzzi on the deck, and with a view of the beautiful lake. Thankfully, each room has a huge window to let in enough of the minimum requirement of natural sunlight. Moving into the dining area, which also happens to be in the open deck, it has enough chairs for even your extended family to join. Other than that, the houseboat has not 1 or 2, but a whole 10-person spa with molded headrests, hydrotherapy massage seats, and of course an LCD TV, because no spa day is complete without Netflix. With such neat finishing and so much fresh air, you might just have to live here full time. Next up is the FP250 houseboat from Bluefield Houseboats in Northern Ireland. As you can see here, getting the home onto the water and maneuvering it into position is fast and fairly straightforward. Of course, the best thing about a floating home is that you can place it in stunning locations, whether as a permanent home or just a summer getaway. Imagine living out on the lake, having your own little haven connected to the mainland by your own personal pier. This houseboat comes with a decking area, so you can put out a couple of chairs and soak up the sun, do some fishing, or have a nice meal outdoors while the water ripples by. Bluefield designs and manufactures high-quality floating spaces which can provide the same standard of living on water as on land. This is because they use the latest construction technology to ensure that all of their houseboat models meet the necessary statutory obligations for both. In addition to high-quality engineered flooring, there's a comfortable indoor living area, a kitchen with full-sized appliances, and plenty of room to accommodate a small family. Not all fields are green, so why not consider settling down on one that's blue? Once you set foot inside this next home from Bluefield Houseboats, you'll have a hard time believing you're not in a regular house or apartment. Except when you look outside the window, of course. This beautiful R750 is fitted with all the full-sized furnishings you'd expect to find in a modern upscale home, including a lounge with corner sofa and a coffee table, a large kitchen, and even a dining area with table and chairs. As you walk the hallways, you'll find multiple bedrooms with storage spaces and a decent-sized bathroom. Up the stairs and through the skylight, you can even stretch your legs on your very own rooftop garden. Up next is another caravan hybrid that could seal the deal when it comes to traveling on land and sea. Designed by Seal Vans, this gorgeous all-in-one vehicle is seeking to break the limits and become an exciting living option for those who like to live life on the move. The company was founded in Turkey in 2020, but draws upon more than 50 years of expertise in both the automotive and maritime industries. As such, they've been able to develop 2 types of seal van, a 4.2 and a 7.5 meter long model, and offer you a home in every bay, every forest, every city or country you could dream of. And what a home it is! Just take a look at how beautifully designed the interior is, with all the views, amenities, and home comforts you could wish for. Smart technology allows you to monitor and control your surroundings, and whether you're parked on firm ground or floating at sea, you can decide to host a party or take a breather and get away from it all. The majestic Seal Van operates just as well on water as it does on land, if not better, hence its name. And it looks awesome cruising around the bay with clear blue skies and mountains in the background. Nice! Now for something even bigger and probably even more expensive. This floating house from Miami-based company Arkup is more like a floating mansion. Current designs offer a sizable 4,350 square feet of living space and includes 4 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms. Arkup are geared towards an avant-garde life on water. Their livable yachts are self-sufficient, sustainable, and environmentally friendly. Plus, they're available to own right now. The only catch is you have to be a millionaire to own one, as a fully furnished and decorated livable yacht is currently priced at $5.5 million. Still, if you can afford it, then it could be a fantastic investment. With sea levels rising along with city populations, living on the water could become a lot more common. These floating homes have hydraulic legs, which when deployed make them just as sturdy as structures on land. Moreover, they've been built to withstand extreme weather conditions, including strong currents and hurricanes up to 155 miles per hour. Living off the grid is made easy thanks to self-contained solar-powered systems, and you can enjoy 270-degree panoramic views and plenty of sunshine. Of course, you could also change the view and move to a more agreeable climate whenever you wish. Sounds tempting, right? Now, let's talk about the Dutch Cat Boathouse. Not all boathouses need to be luxurious or huge. Some of them are made to be vacation spots, or a place where you can run off to when you want to relax. This orange-colored boathouse is made for that exactly. It only has one main sitting area, but even that's enough to accommodate about 10 people. And since there's a minibar built into it, no one is going to get bored. Other than that, it has an open deck and stairs that lead into the sitting area. The stairs have lighting underneath, which is a very small detail, but it's enough to show you that the manufacturers really thought out the whole design of this houseboat. Lastly, the Dutch Cat is one of the few houseboats that have a competently changeable layout. You can literally change the whole layout, including the kitchen and the sitting area. And then you have the windows, which might seem ordinary like any other, but can be opened with a whole 360-degree view. As for the doors, you can fold them up and let the beautiful sun in. You can adjust them by sliding too, to maintain a good temperature inside. Since this vessel is only 55 meters long, it doesn't take up too much fuel or electricity to power through, making it more friendly to the environment. What else? Well, the Dutch Cat is a very simple boat. Even a child could navigate through it, making it very user-friendly too. Now let's take a look at a design from Estonian company, Coda. They build lots of movable homes, and this one has floating pontoons that allows it to sit on an urban or countryside waterfront space. A combination of architecture, design, and engineering skills combine to enable living near your favorite yacht harbor on a private lake or an urban canal. The outer appearance of this floating home is modern and minimalist. The large windows allow for plenty of natural light, and the space inside is very open. The loft design makes clever use of vertical space, allowing enough room for a living area, bedroom, and kitchen from which you can look out and take in the scenery. There's a bathroom area just off the kitchen, so you can take care of your daily needs. It may not be the biggest bathroom, but it's functional and efficient. Going up the stairs, you'll find the loft bedroom area, which could also be used as an office or storage space. The versatility of Coda's modular housing concepts makes them perfect for use as a harbor cafe, artist's studio, a summer retreat, or even a fisherman's dream. Again, the views from up here have the potential to be spectacular. Next up, we have the Dreamscape Houseboat. Seems more like a floating hotel than a house. This incredibly spacious vessel has a stunning decor and huge windows on all sides for you to enjoy the spectacular views. On the upper deck, there's a hot tub, bar, and gym. After visiting those, you can retire to one of two grand bedrooms, both with en suites. See what we mean about it being more like a hotel? After lounging on the sun deck, you can show off the impressive control center to your guests, then invite them to the dining area for some fine dining, cooked in a kitchen that is bigger than many people's kitchens, I'm sure. Though it will cost you a small fortune to even rent a Dreamscape, around $5,000 per week, if you can afford it. I don't think you'll be disappointed with your purchase. It's time to head to the theater next, by which I mean this floating theater designed by Water Studio. Within its confines, it boasts an array of spaces, including 2 auditoriums seating 78 and 244 spectators respectively, plus a rooftop which serves as an exploratory zone for visitors. Its imaginative design is reminiscent of interlocking wooden blocks. Versatile modular areas span across 3 tiers, accommodating artistic workshops, professional training, corporate gatherings, and more. The building has a unique ventilation system, and the one-of-a-kind structure guarantees an extraordinary cultural experience, with shows to enjoy as well as the interesting and creative surroundings. If you ever find yourself near the city of Lyon in France, don't miss the opportunity to visit. If you're looking for something a bit more traditional in style, only on water, then check out this home named The Tiny by Harbor Cottage. Despite its name, it's actually pretty spacious. It comfortably sleeps 6 people, providing 2 full beds, 1 twin and 1 king-size bed, in addition to a full bathroom complete with bathtub and shower. The first floor has a dimension of 575 square feet, while the second floor offers 364 more square feet of living space. There's also the option to add a loft. Once you're inside, other than some spectacular views out of the window, you'd be hard-pressed to tell you were actually on water and not in a normal home. The full-size furnishings and appliances are expertly arranged to make the most of the space and include a microwave, refrigerator, dishwasher, washing machine, and dryer. Each so-called tiny houseboat cottage also comes with its own 12-foot by 16-foot front porch and a 10-foot by 16-foot covered rear porch that provides access to the roof deck. Speaking of which, the roof deck is the perfect place for hosting a get-together in the summer. It comes complete with a diving board, hot tub, rooftop bar, and even your very own slide. Next up, we have the Bravada Yachts Upgrade, which is an 80-foot vessel customizable from top to bottom. The Bravada series has been attracting more of a crowd since it's replacing the boxy and stiff boathouses with ones that are more flexible and equipped with smoother curves. Along with that, it has a reflective surface on the outside and some orange accents to make the whole thing pop out even more. It's not just the exterior that's impressive, its interior is actually more of a sight. It has a fire pit, dual kitchens, both with Samsung appliances, and the most unexpected feature is the 16-inch water slide built right on the boat. This just goes to show how creative and authentic the Bravada Yachts designs are. Moving on to the upper deck, which has a custom outdoor feature, built-in day beds, and even a TV lift. All in all, the boathouse actually has 10 LCD TVs in different places for all those movie buffs. Since Bravada gives you the most luxurious experience, it has an advanced water filtration system to ensure every drop is clean to the last atom. Bravada is actually taking custom orders for the upcoming years, so you know where to go if you want a houseboat that'll impress your neighbors. Moving on, we come to this homely-looking 2-story floating cabin. It's not until we start to move around that you notice just how big this place is. It looks more like a holiday resort than a family home, and would make a brilliant place for hosting parties or summer vacations. There's lots of space for hosting, with multiple tables and chairs. A stylish kitchen area with modern appliances will help to feed your guests and prepare the cocktails as they sit in the sun. As we go on through to the lake house, we're greeted by a large, modern kitchen dining area of the type you would find in a high-end country home. There's a sizable living area with big windows and doors that lead back outside. Walking back through the lake house, we see a normal-sized bathroom complete with shower and a bedroom with 2 single beds. A washing machine and storage area comes in very handy too. Going upstairs, we have a double bedroom, another double bedroom, and another bathroom with another decent-sized shower. The master bedroom is as spacious as you'd find in any traditional home, but what's more, it leads out onto a balcony with deck chairs for the perfect evening spot, which is also accessible by ladder. For those with a more modest budget though, check out this custom-built houseboat from Hart Yachting. It's a lot more compact, but it still has all your necessities and home comforts. The controls drop down from the ceiling, and the houseboat itself is powered by a Vetus diesel engine. There's a TV, fridge, dishwasher, microwave, and cooking hob in the kitchen. And you'll find plenty of cupboards and drawers in the bedroom for storage. This floating home comes equipped with air conditioning, heater, shower, galley equipment, and flybridge, making it easy for you to get back on dry land whenever you need to. On the upper deck, there's plenty of space for seats and a hammock, so you can float downstream without a care in the world. From one marvel to the next, this turtle-looking structure is not just a theater, but an entire floating city. Known as Pangeos, the Terra Yacht's name pays homage to Pangaea, the ancient supercontinent that once existed for millions of years before breaking up into the continents we know today. While not that big, Pangeos is still grand in scale, stretching across an impressive length of 550 meters, with a breadth of 610 meters at its widest point, its wings. The itinerant aquatic metropolis encompasses a diverse array of amenities, including hotels, shopping complexes, green spaces, ports for ships and aircraft, and every essential facility to accommodate a remarkable capacity of up to 60,000 guests. Getting around isn't a problem, as a multitude of transport options from golf buggies to drone helicopters and private jets exist here. You can reserve your place on board Pangeos right now, only it's not real estate you'll be buying, but rather unreal estate. That's because Pangeos is a creation that will soon be launched in the metaverse, as opposed to the real world. Still, if we're going to live online, I'd rather live somewhere cool and turtle-shaped, wouldn't you? From houseboats to a rustic boathouse now. It's a subtle difference, I know, but this custom boathouse is more of a permanent fixture than the others on this list. It's still technically a home on the water though, and you can get around on any of the boats you own, which can be stored outside under the decking or in your very own boat garage. This place is gorgeous and an ideal retreat, holiday home, or place to settle down. It's surrounded by a majestic natural beauty, and the interior is just as much a breath of fresh air, with its high ceilings and open living spaces. Everything about this design oozes comfort, elegance, and serenity. Although, you can imagine it would also be a pretty awesome place for wealthy spring breakers to hang out and party every now and again. Here we have the Sunflower Houseboat by Thames Solar Electric, which, like the name implies, is a fully solar electric powered wide beam boat. Since it was handmade to the last rod, it took Thames about 3 years to finish it. This company specializes in making products that are 100% free of diesel, which is where the Sunflower comes from. It's full to the brim with futuristic, eco-friendly features, such as the rainwater harvesting feature and even a waterless composting toilet. The addition of the extractor fan in the bathroom will save you tons of money on aerosol air fresheners, which are once again not so eco-friendly. The fan will keep your bathroom away from any sort of nasty smells. The eco-friendly aspect of the boat doesn't interfere with the exterior of the boat. In fact, its huge glazed windows let in light more than any other houseboat we've mentioned. Moreover, it's wider than a regular wide beam since it's 13 feet in width. This just makes the vessel livable full-time, as opposed to other vessels which are mainly made for occasional use. So if you decide to live in the Sunflower, just know that you will absolutely have no fuel bills to worry about. Next up, we have the Solar Electric Houseboat from Mothership Marine. With a beautiful, spacious wooden interior, the Mothership is perfect for getting away and being at one with nature while still being surrounded by luxury. The roofed upper deck provides shade, comfy padded seats, and a breathtaking backdrop as the perfect place to read a book. Solar panels capture the sun's energy, and by sliding open the doors to the kitchen and lounge area, you can too. There are many comfy places to sit or lie down on board. And when it's time to move on, you can captain the houseboat from outside or inside using the drop-down controls. Then it's on to the next majestic bit of scenery and the adventure continues. Whether thriving at sea or just surviving at sea, being able to sustain life for long periods on the open water is a remarkable achievement, especially for us land-based mammals. Stodig, a survival lifeboat that was converted into a self-supporting floating home, is a testament to this. Built in 1997 in Norway by Norsafe, this vessel was originally designed to carry 100 people in a survival situation. However, it was redesigned by 2 architects and transformed into a self-sufficient expedition home that traveled over 3,000 miles on a 4-month voyage between the UK and Norway in 2019. Guy Lee Simmons and David Schnabel bought the lifeboat the previous year and fitted it with 2 forward cabins, a kitchen and dining area, a bathroom, bunk beds, and a stern cockpit before setting out on their journey. The idea came after Guy Lee spotted a converted lifeboat on a river and became convinced that a lifeboat had the potential to become a supreme adventure craft. Taken from the Norwegian adjective meaning sound and steadfast, the name Stodig reflects the lifeboat's reliable and functional design, and her adaptation into a utilitarian expedition vessel. Thankfully for Simmons and Schnabel, their conversion worked and got them to their destination in one piece. They plan to use it for many more adventures in the future too. Here we have the Overblue Houseboat. Now this definitely looks more boat than house, but you'd be surprised just how homely this thing is. I certainly wouldn't mind spending weeks, months, or even years on board. The large living environment contains all the amenities of a modern home, and the interior design is made for ultimate comfort and safety. The Overblue's open, airy living quarters are great spaces for friends and families to hang out. Plus, it allows you to move freely between the lounge and kitchen areas with ease. A unique and innovative on-the-water terrace allows sunshine and fresh breeze to enter the floating home. An electronic clamshell door opens at the push of a button and provides a private area to enjoy breakfast or a romantic evening drink. In the galley, there's an island bar with stools and everything you'd expect to find in an upscale kitchen, including an oversized sink, electric oven, stand-up full-sized refrigerator freezer, microwave, and lots of counter space. The master stateroom contains a queen-sized bed, a wardrobe, cabinets, and an ensuite with shower. You'll also find a queen-size bed in the guest stateroom and single beds elsewhere. Meanwhile, the expansive flybridge offers generous seating and lounging areas with a flawless combination of shade and sun, plus panoramic views. It's outfitted with light controls, Fusion stereo, Garmin electronics, and more. Also on the flybridge is a teak dining table with seating for 6 people, a full-beam sun lounge, and an island grill wet bar with refrigerator and bottle storage, so you can really let loose or create a relaxing atmosphere as you float downstream. As with many modern houseboats, if you want to own it, you'll have to dig deep in your pocket. The most recent asking price for the Overblue houseboat was a whopping $949,000. Next up, we have the MX4 by Mote, which is a company trying to manufacture more eco-friendly yet premium class vessels. The MX4 has one of the most elegant designs in the whole market, with its authentic elevating LCD TV and beautifully furnished sitting area. Through glass walls all around it just give it that much more of a dramatic appearance. You can easily read, paint, or whatever it is that you enjoy the most. No matter how fancy your living space is, the bathroom needs to be the cleanest and tidiest, and Mote truly gets that. That's why they have a simplistic yet sophisticated restroom. Even their sinks and taps are incredibly sleek. Next up is the kitchen, which already has a fully functional oven and ready-made cabinets for you to fill it up with lots of junk food and snacks. However, the real showstopper is the master bedroom, with a full king-size bed, a small nightlight, and a connected bathroom. This one even has a shower and multiple cabinets to store all your decorative towels. It even has a window with an automatic blind curtain. Its split level is a great addition since it creates a nice terrace where you can enjoy the view while also being able to steer properly. With this boathouse, you can even choose an option between a dynamic or a static boat. The dynamic one will have the ability to move around with its propulsion system, whereas the static one will be built just right to stay in one place. Now let's take a glimpse into the future, which ironically is inspired by architecture from the past. These are floating houses, or pyramids, designed by Lazzarini Design, who are based in Italy. With many cities becoming congested and overpopulated, it's not hard to imagine that more people will soon start taking up space on the water. And if the houses are going to be like this, then I may be one of those people. The designs are inspired by Mayan architecture, as well as being influenced by Japanese temples. More than just a house, Waya is actually a modular floating city waiting to be developed. The pyramids offer a variety of living and entertainment scenes, like hotels, shops, gyms, bars, and residential homes. Different modules overlap on a floating basement, with the largest measuring 54 meters squared. There's an entrance for boats at the bottom and a reception area to access different rooms. While the floating modules can be anchored to keep their position, they are also easily adjustable and can maneuver using their lower mounted engines. A large amount of storage space can be found in the submerged part of the structure, which is used for engines, generators, and other equipment. The pyramids will utilize energy generated from solar panels and water turbines. Plus, there are desalinators to convert seawater into fresh water. So, once you're all settled in your pyramid, you have everything you need to enjoy life out on the open water. Investors and contributors to this project will supposedly become a citizen of Waya and will receive a Waya passport. Imagine if you could transport your luxury hotel room from one place to the next, exploring the local area without having to keep packing and unpacking your luggage each time. That was the initial inspiration behind these catamaran apartments by Salt and Water Design Studio. Floating complexes like this one could soon be all the rage. Each apartment would boast 2 levels, with the lower floor encompassing a living area, kitchen, bathroom, a slumber cabin, and an entrance foyer complete with storage. Adjacent to the saloon lies a deck platform, serving as a serene retreat and an effortless gateway to the water. There would be a permanent reception area for guests, as well as a restaurant, events hall, and offices for employees. But beyond this, a pontoon would lead to the individual apartments. This ingenious design would empower guests with greater freedom of movement compared to standard hotel rooms, and would even be suited for sheltered waters thanks to their near-silent electric propulsion. These floating houses in the heart of the Chambly Marina in Quebec are great examples of how modern houseboats are changing the game. Stepping aboard one gives the impression of entering a small chalet, with stunning panoramic views of the surrounding river. Each home can accommodate up to 4 people, with a warm, welcoming design and modern facilities ensuring that its inhabitants enjoy a dream stay. What's more, there's a furnished terrace with a spa, as well as an additional private terrace on the roof. What could be better than that? Here we have the Athenia Floating Hotel Suite. Made in France, the Athenia is the world's first eco-luxury hotel suite on the water. The circular suite provides incredible panoramic views and has a 4-meter underwater window, so you can view the sea life and immerse yourself in the wonders of the open seas. With furniture made from luxury materials and modern technology that can be controlled from a touchpad, you'll feel right at home while floating among the wildlife. This comfortable chamber would make for a fantastic holiday adventure for you and the family, especially if you're a fan of new and innovative concepts. You don't need to stay inside the suite for the whole time either, because the top of the dome actually opens up and transforms into an upper sun deck. Accessible by ladder, you can climb up and fill your lungs with fresh sea air. Perhaps the neighbors will drop by on their boat. When it gets dark, simply close the automatic blinds and drift off, literally, into sleep. The Athenia Floating Hotel Suite certainly brings a whole new meaning to the phrase sleeping with the fishes, but it's a nice meaning and a trend that we hope continues. Well, I'm glad you asked, or I asked, because we may have saved the best for last. Orsos Islands is an exciting new home or holiday concept, a floating tropical paradise on Earth. Consisting of a series of self-sufficient, semi-submersible floating structures designed to resemble private islands, they promise high-end amenities and luxurious living spaces, perfect for individuals who seek exclusivity, privacy, and a unique lifestyle experience. While the islands are designed to be stationary for the most part, they will be capable of limited mobility, allowing owners to change their location and explore different settings. Eco-friendliness and sustainability are key considerations, with renewable energy sources such as solar panels and wind turbines considered as potential ways to power operations. Each island is to be equipped with spacious living areas, bedrooms, kitchens, bars, lounges, and other amenities commonly found in luxury accommodations. The design is intended to blend luxury with a connection to the natural surroundings, with lots of natural light and greenery to be seen throughout. Tastefully decorated rooms provide high levels of comfort, and customization options would enable owners to adapt their island's design to feature preferences that suit their needs. The Orsos Islands concept also lends itself to the potential for luxury holiday resorts, with a main hub for movable islands to congregate around. It would provide tourists with more freedom and privacy while still offering the security of a permanent base to check in and access services, etc. When guests want to get away for their night or spend a day somewhere else, they can do so on their island without needing to catch a plane or waste time traveling even more, something which can really spoil the mood of a luxury holiday. Being able to retreat to your own private island each night after a day in the sun, sea, and service sounds like paradise to me. Which of these future floating homes would you most like to spend time on? Let us know in the comments. Remember to leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe for more interesting and creative content. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.